Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. I'm at the 2022 RIU Explorers Conference in Fremantle, where I caught up with Matthew Keane. Now he's CEO of S2 Resources. Matthew, welcome to the Resources Roadhouse.
Thanks, Wally.
All right, S2 Resources. Busy over in Victoria of all places at your Fosterville gold mine. Give us a quick rundown what's happening over there.
Yeah, sure. So not a mine yet, but late last year, S2 was very fortunate. There was a tender process for the blocks surrounding the Fosterville mine. Fosterville is obviously one of the tier one mines in or highest margin, highest producing mines in Australia, globally actually. So it's a 500,000 ounce producer last year. So effectively the tenure surrounding the mine came to the end of its lease. That was put into moratorium, then a tender process run. Anecdotally, you know, we had up to 30 companies in this tender process. S2 had the great fortune of winning not only one of those blocks, but the best block that surrounds the mine. You know, surrounds it and abuts it. Importantly, the structures that host gold mineralisation in Fosterville, so it's very much an interplay of structure and stratigraphy. They propagate both north and south into our block. So, you know, we've got a really great head start on perhaps the most coveted block in Australia, gold block that is, to start exploration. So we're currently going through the process of getting the exploration licence granted. We've got the sole right to go forward in that process alone. We hope to get that done this year, and then we'll be on the ground drilling. It's not a project that requires the early stage generation, say soils work or geochemistry and then air core drilling. We've got diamond targets which we could get onto the ground once this is granted. So a really good opportunity, and of course, you know, there's a renaissance in the Victorian goldfields, and we've got, I think, the best block there.
Oh, well, and it's, you know, even though we're in WA, it's worth remembering that, you know, there is gold in them there Victorian hills,
Certainly
isn't there?
is, yeah.
And it's a well-known goldfield as it is. So speaking of well-known goldfields, we are, and in WA, you do have some projects over here as well?
Yeah, certainly. In Western Australia, we're mainly focused at the moment on base metals. So this half, we're actually quite active on a number of those. So obviously, we all know the Julimar discovery by Chalice Mines. That's really brought a focus on what's called the Western Yilgarn, so up the Darling Fault, going north from Perth, where we are here. So we've got a number of exposures there. Can we point to the map?
Yeah.
We can see?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a number of 100% projects in Three Springs and West Murchison, obviously Julimar to the south here. But also we've got a 13.5% odd stake in another junior called Todd River Resources, who are actively working mostly on their Berkshire project. So for us, we will be doing some drilling at West Murchison, and we're currently doing geophysics and soil sampling or auger drilling at Three Springs. That'll take up a lot of our work for this half. In addition to that, we're also active in Polar Bear, which is a project that's been in S2 since the spin out from Sirius Resources. We've been itching to get back in there. We're going to do some deep penetrating EM, which this project hasn't seen effective EM yet, which is amazing for something that's got a live nickel system. So it's nickel sulfides. We've got 3 occurrences to date. We're going back in there with EM, probably an air core campaign as well, and some diamond drilling. Hopefully we're drilling some nice conductor targets that we've defined from that EM.
All right. Well, it's great to have S2 back on the Roadhouse, but we haven't had the opportunity to speak to you guys for quite some time. So it's good for us, and it's also great that we're going to be able to follow all this news and be able to bring it to our viewers and readers here. So until we do meet again, Matthew, thanks very much.
Very good. Thanks for the time, Wally. Cheers.